Matrixx and Roadshow fans, we are back with another video. Make sure you guys like the video and hit subscribe. If you want to support us, become a channel member. We're trying to get this thing going again.
We are. Let's do it.
Been a while.
I'm excited, actually.
Yeah.
I like entertainment content. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And the roots of our old channels was Star Wars. That was the root of our channels.
And a lot of what we ended up doing was together. We did a lot of streams on a lot of different entertainment things, and had a blast doing it. I mean, those were the good old days.
Yep, the good old days, man. The good old days.
The good old days.
And I'm pretty sure George Lucas is wishing the good old days were back, but it's not. We've been in the dark times for a while with Disney Star Wars. A lot of people got fooled by The Force Awakens. Not me. I didn't get fooled. I saw right through that movie.
I did.
I know you did. A lot of people did.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, that movie made a ton of money, like 2.1 billion or something like that. It made a lot of money.
You know, if I'm keeping it 110% real, especially looking back over everything involving Disney, you know what I can at least say about The Force Awakens? It was fun. Almost nothing else in Disney has been fun at all. I had a blast watching it. I enjoyed it. I was fired up after I saw it.
I was fired up going into it.
I've had almost none of that.
I was like, yes. Star Wars. First time since 2005 Revenge of the Sith that we saw a live action Star Wars movie. But when I walked out, I was like, there's nothing new in this. And George was always about making something new in each movie.
That's true.
I saw it was clearly a rehash of A New Hope. Clearly. Right. And I was very disappointed when there was no Luke.
Well, I got a bunch of questions that were asked. Unfortunately, I didn't get any answers.
Nah.
I still don't have the GD answers.
They had no plan, Rhodes. I mean,
sons of bees.
We saw Rey's parents, their hands anyway, in The Force Awakens, and then Last Jedi comes around. There was nobody. But we know that Rian Johnson and JJ didn't talk. Then JJ comes back. All right, let's just make her a Palpatine clone granddaughter. And have her steal the Skywalker name. Yeah, nobody gave her permission for that.
In relation to what's going on in this video, you know, George was just going to have Darth Maul be the bad guy in his trilogy. You remember that?
He was supposed to be the bad guy. And if I remember correctly, wasn't Colin Trevorrow who was going to make Episode 9? Wasn't Darth Maul supposed to be in it?
The guy that directed Jurassic World was supposed to be the director of The Force Awakens. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Rise of Palpatine, right? Yeah, Rise of Palpatine.
Oh, yeah. You're right. The Rise of Palpatine. You're right. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking there, but Darth Maul was supposed to be the bad guy in the trilogy. That's what I'm saying, you know.
But that wasn't going to happen because if you watch Rebels, Darth Maul gets killed on Tatooine by Obi-Wan. One strike.
Yeah. Well, until he came back in Solo. And then we didn't get any payoff for that. No. That was supposed to be a whole series, remember?
Yeah, and I didn't think Solo was a good movie, but boy, it is way better than The Last Jedi.
Oh,
Rise of Palpatine.
It's like The Godfather Part 2 compared to The Last
Jedi. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But let's talk about George Lucas, man. Newsflash, he's done. He is done. George Lucas is actually opening up his museum next year. And guess what? Guess how many exhibits of Star Wars there's going to be? 1 out of 33. The man created Star Wars. He's famous because of Star Wars. Now, Indiana Jones, too. He's done a whole bunch of stuff for the industry. When it comes to the technological changes, George Lucas is the godfather of that.
Sure.
ILM.
Yeah. Industrial Light and Magic. That was his baby.
Yeah. But George Lucas, man, I think he's made it be known he's done with Star Wars. He's pretty much like, yeah, don't call me. Even though, they say, hey, I want to talk to George. Fine, talk to me. You gonna listen? No, we're not going to listen. We're just going to tell the people we talk to you and not listen to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because I don't believe for 1 second that J.J. Abrams listened to George Lucas when it came to the Rise of Palpatine. Because he said, I need to talk to George first. You watched the movie. Obviously, they didn't listen to him.
And we certainly know Rian Johnson sure didn't reach out to anybody.
No. Definitely not.
Nobody.
He didn't talk to JJ. But look at this, man. Let's go ahead and look at this right here. Disney took it over and they gave it their vision. That's what happens. George Lucas says he's moved past his instinct to manage Star Wars 13 years after selling it. I actually do believe it's been around, wasn't it like October the 12th of 2012?
Yeah, I think this came out in conjunction with the anniversary, I believe.
Yeah.
Because I thought I saw a picture. You remember the infamous picture with him and Bob Iger sitting down?
Yeah.
And
that interview with Kathleen Kennedy lying to his face.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
but look here, man. This tells you where George is in Star Wars. I think he wants nothing to do with this brand. Now, he loves his 6 movies, but he's distancing himself from Star Wars. It says here, George Lucas said he's let go of his instinct to manage Star Wars 13 years after selling the sci-fi universe to Disney. Lucas, now 81, sold Lucasfilm to Disney for $4 billion back in 2012. Now, I'm pretty sure George got a nice return. Handing over everything from Industrial Light and Magic to Skywalker Sound as part of the deal. Since then, Disney has released a sequel trilogy and a number of TV shows set in the Star Wars universe, including The Mandalorian, Andor, and Ahsoka. Now he's opening a museum he spent nearly $1 billion putting together.
wow.
The Lucas Museum of Narrative Art is set to open in Los Angeles in 2026 and showcase a collection Lucas has been working on for 60 years. But here's the key part. It's a departure from his filmmaking roots, and based on a profile piece in the Wall Street Journal, Lucas is king for it not being dubbed the Star Wars Museum. While it does have the lights of the N-1 starfighter that debuted in 1999's The Phantom Menace, only one inaugural exhibit will feature designs of Star Wars vehicles.
Wow.
This is his words right here. Quote, it's one gallery out of 33. And I did it grudgingly. I didn't want people to come to the museum and say, where's the Star Wars? It sounds like he didn't want that one gallery with Star Wars in it.
No, it sounds like he was trying to distance himself from Star Wars completely as an IP.
Yeah, because he doesn't own it. And he probably knows the brand is ruined because of Disney.
In the state it's in, would you want to have anything to do with it? Because I wouldn't.
No. This last part right here, the Wall Street Journal then asked Lucas if he has let go of his instinct to manage on the Star Wars universe now, 13 years after selling up. Quote, Disney took it over and they gave it their vision. That's what happens, he replied. Of course I move past it. I mean, I've got a life. I'm building a museum. A museum is harder than making movies. So that is what the maker had to say. And we know he doesn't like any of these movies for the most part.
Yeah. Didn't he once say something on 60 Minutes about he sold it to the slavers or something like that?
Yeah, he said that he sold Star Wars to the white slavers.
Yeah.
He was critical of the unoriginality of these sequel movies, and then insulted him by bringing him in to the reading of The Force Awakens. And remember, he had story treatments for 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
They brought him in.
Remember, they famously did not use them. They famously pushed George Lucas's treatments away.
They said, fuck you, George.
Yeah.
Come in here, sit down, and we're going to embarrass you.
Well, I remember that there had been rumblings that Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy actually told George they were going to use his treatments for the next movies, and then he was caught off guard when he found out they weren't using any of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember that coming out.
And you remember, George is the one that got Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford to come back.
Right.
He got them to come back, and we know Harrison Ford, he's great as Han Solo. He's not really fond of Han Solo.
No, he didn't want to. He didn't want to.
He
pretty much come out and said he came back for the Rise of Skywalker because he got a bitch ton of money to do it.
And that was a dumb scene in that movie with him. It made no sense.
None. Thanks, Disney. You took my hero and just had him waltz out there on the middle of an ocean somewhere doing a bunch of nothing. I mean,
yeah.
That's the last time I saw him. Good God. Yeah. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, he's washed his hands completely of Disney Star Wars.
What would you do? I'm going to ask it. If you had the IP all of a sudden, somehow you acquired it. Ta-da. What would be the first thing you would do?
Oh, I'm retconning everything they've done. Everything. And I'm saying, George, you don't have to come back as the president of Lucasfilm. I get that. But I want your story treatments. Enhance them if you want. And we're going to make it. Mm-hmm. And we're going to need your seal of approval before this thing hits the bit screen.
Yeah. Or
your honest thoughts.
I might make the what is it, Timothy Zahn trilogy that was out there from the expanded universe that everybody loves so much.
Well, I would retcon 7, 8, 9 off the bat.
No matter what, 7, 8, 9.
It's got to go.
The sequel trilogy, I think the Ahsoka series, I think the Boba Fett series.
I would have to retcon everything.
The only thing I wouldn't retcon would be Rebels and The Mandalorian.
But I got to retcon them because we're starting off fresh. Because all roads lead to that sequel trilogy.
Right now. Yeah. I mean, technically, they could still bow out of that for The Mandalorian. They won't, but they could. You know, they haven't made it so blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a couple of scenes that's indicated it, but they could get out of it if they really wanted to.
Yeah, and I get that I couldn't, just throw everything out. They would still have to be there. You know how like they call the old EU Legends? Just
move it over to Legends, maybe.
Yeah, just throw it out to a very bad version of Legends.
Sure.
And we're gonna take George Lucas's 7, 8, 9, and we're gonna do something with it.
All right.
You got the maker there. You got the man still there. He doesn't have to be involved in day-to-day operations.
The problem you got now is Carrie Fisher's gone.
Yeah.
You know,
so
and Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford are 10 years older.
True.
You know?
Would you recast Leia? Or would you just say, let's just not put her in?
I don't know, but I know one thing.
It's too iconic of a role.
They're going to remake the original trilogy.
I think they want to.
We're still headed towards that. They're going to remake it.
They're waiting for George to die, I think. They're not going to do that while George is alive.
Because I believe that they already believe that they're going to cast the young lady from Stranger Things as Princess Leia, is my guess, because she looks so much like a young Carrie Fisher.
But do you know, I think if they remade A New Hope, it's going to bomb. It is going to bomb.
I think the only way they could consider it is if they scrap the sequel trilogy. That's the only way I could see it. You know,
to me, man, there's certain movies you should never, ever, ever remake.
Because I don't think they ever buy the IP if they don't intend to eventually reboot the original trilogy.
I think this remakes don't do good.
Look at Disney. That's all they do now is reboot and remake. Like all their cartoons, live action reboots, remakes, blah blah blah.
But
and if they're not making any money, they're going to be like, oh, you know what'll make money? If we reboot the original trilogy, that'll make a ton of money. It won't. It'll probably bomb.
Well,
but
here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I remember, I don't remember. I wasn't around, but I seen the movie. Charlton Heston as Moses in the Ten Commandments.
yeah.
One of the greatest movies ever. What came out about 10 years ago? Christian Bale playing Moses. What was the name of that movie?
I don't know. I haven't even seen it. I didn't know he made one.
Yeah, he was. Was it? Let me see here.
What does that tell you, dude? I'm a huge Christian Bale fan. I don't know.
I saw the movie, man. I saw the movie. Was it Egypt, God, and Kings? I'm trying to remember.
Damn, I'm not even on the screen anymore.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
My homie.
My bad. I was hitting a button. I didn't know you were off the
It's
screen.
the new StreamYard. It's the new StreamYard.
Yeah. Egypt,
I don't know.
I think it's, Egypt, God, and King. Yeah. This is the movie right here. Egypt, God, and Kings. It was god awful.
The what? The what? No.
Egypt, God, and Kings.
Never heard of
Bale.
Never. What does that tell you? Dude, I'm a huge Christian Bale fan.
Yeah. Christian Bale was Moses. The movie was awful.
Wow.
Look at this. 2.6 out of 5.
Do you know how bad a movie's got to be for a Christian Bale movie to be a 2.6?
Yeah.
Just on his acting alone, like normally if Christian Bale's in something, he's going to salvage it.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know it. I didn't even know it existed.
You don't remake a movie like that. They remade Ben-Hur. And that Ben-Hur movie, I actually own it on Prime Video. Not that great.
I didn't even know you don't
remake iconic movies. You don't remake the sequel trilogy.
It's a bad idea.
Remake the sequel trilogy. You don't remake the original or the prequels. You don't do it. You don't do it.
I think they all have to wait until people like you and I are like 70 to do it. Because if they did it now, holy hell. I mean, I don't think they'll ever remake it in the age of geeks and gamers or neurotic.
Yeah, you're
active.
probably right, man,
I don't believe that.
Because the Wizard of Oz classic movie, they've had other versions of that decades after that movie came out, though. Because that movie came out, 1930 something?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Now, Wicked made a bitch ton of money.
Yeah, but it came out like 90 years after that.
Right. But I think you almost have to have the fans of the original not being at least as social media active as they are now. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah. But also, man, these movies, these budgets out of control.
I mean, I know one thing. If they decide to do that, we're going back to doing entertainment all the time because this channel's liable to have 500,000 subs. I mean, if they decided to actively reboot the trilogy, wow, the original trilogy, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, they have it, man. I mean, George Lucas.
Okay, hey, here's a question.
Yeah.
If they wanted to reboot, would they be brave enough to just reboot starting with The Phantom Menace and then reboot from there?
No.
A movie that's not as universally loved. Blah, blah. Even some OT fans didn't care for some of the prequels.
Yeah, but I think even Disney knows that we're in a bad spot right now. We better not touch The Phantom Menace, because think what actually would get more hype: The Phantom Menace or the original Star Wars.
Yeah, the original Star Wars, but I'm thinking they could do 6 movies is how I'm viewing it. And if they started
pretty much they've already remade A New Hope. It's called The Force Awakens.
And that's what they were thinking. I'm going to tell you, that is what they were thinking. was this is going to be how. That's why they brought in all these new characters. Look, they messed up in all kinds of ways. Not putting Luke, Han, and Leia in the scenes together. I mean, it's just a massive just miss.
Big time.
Is it the biggest fumble of an IP ever? I believe it is.
Yeah, this is epically bad.
Yeah, because the MCU had a 20-year run unlike no other.
Yeah.
And they were involved in a lot of that. But
and MCU Disney. For the most part is falling off a cliff, but they did have a few hits after Endgame.
God, yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I was going to say they are still randomly having the outlier hit. The Spider-Man movie
used to be.
Yeah, that new Spider-Man movie will be huge with the Hulk and the Punisher in it. It will be.
Yeah, but that's Sony. That's
not, yeah, but
not,
I mean, Disney's still involved with it. Blah blah blah.
They're involved, but for the most part, it's Sony. So I don't even count the Spider-Man movie because that last Spider-Man movie was really good.
It was great. Yeah,
yeah.
Deadpool Wolverine, I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed my theater trip watching that movie. You know.
Yeah. Yep.
I haven't even watched the Fantastic Four.
Me neither.
It's on Amazon right now, and I keep looking at it, and I'm like, nah, I don't have time for it.
Yeah.
Thanks, right. Superman.
Anything else, Rhodes?
No, that'll do it.
Well, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Like I said before, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, support us, become a channel member if you're watching on YouTube. Peace, we're out.
Till next time.